everybody. Good morning. Good Thanksgiving week morning. It is Thanksgiving already, y'all. I think there's a lot going on this week. I like scrambled. So this morning, got up, got my shower, put on my shirt, picked it out last night, going, what's fall color-ish? My closet's a disaster. Half the clothes don't fit. Going through all of those things of, I hate the way this looks. Yeah, I'm ugly. This isn't working. I've gained too much weight. Hi, Molly. Hi, sweetheart. Do you want to, oh, hold on. She wants to be on camera. Come here, Molly. Oh, no. Come here, babies. Come here. Look. Look. Looky to Molly. Look at her. Where is she? There she goes. Oh, look, all the dogs are going. What? This is Molly. This is Molly. Say hi, everybody. All right. Okay. Anyway, so last night I was like, okay, well, I'm going to get up. I'll get my shower. I'll have my shirt picked out, which I did, which was this one. But it's changed 10 times. So are you like that in the morning? And then, of course, I chose the jewelry and everything was to match this shirt. Then I came in, made sure coffee time was all prepped and ready because I always have to check in the morning to make sure nothing magically disappeared overnight, as it has happened in the past. You've all been witness to that. But so I go in and I try to get dressed, and then, sorry, let me turn my ding-dings off. So I pulled out all the stuff. I put my shirt on. I'm getting dressed. Jewelry's on. I'm ready to go. And then I'm like, I don't know if I like the shirt. So then I go back in. I'm like, well, let me just change. I'll put something else on that I like better. And then I put something else on. And then I'm like, nope, I don't like that either. So there's about 15 shirts strewn about my closet. And they're not hung back up because now I'm in a rush, right? Now I'm in a rush looking at my watch going, okay, it's time. I got to like throw a shirt on, Amy. Let's do it. So I put something on and then I was like, oh, now the jewelry doesn't match, which doesn't really matter. I know you don't care, but it's like most days I'm just super comfy, cozy in clothes. This is comfy. It's not so much cozy, but anyway. So yeah, my closet's now a disaster. I went back to the same shirt I originally chose. I was just trying to find some colors. I'm sorry, I'm not decorated behind me. I do plan on next week trying to have a little bit more of a Christmassy vibe set for you. We're not set, but whatever, decorations behind me. I just couldn't do it. It's still an absolute disaster in this entire room. It's been hard trying to not only move into a new home, find places for everything, and then have Thanksgiving come up with Christmas coming up. And so it's like you find spots for your, normal decor, but then you have to pull it right back down to put up something else. So I've just tried to minimize a lot this year. I threw a pumpkin over there. Did you see that? I literally, there's one out on the back, and I let the dogs out one more time right before coffee time started. And I was like, I'll just grab this. I'll go throw it there. So there you go. I gave you a pumpkin decor. So good morning. Good morning for coffee time. Here is my final Thanksgiving mug, fall mug, because next week it's all fully immersed in all things Christmas. But yeah, so here's my mug. I actually just filled it with some fresh coffee a few minutes ago, but then, and then on top of me scrambling, trying to find what shirt I wanted to wear, pausing. And in addition to that, there's a widow group widow and widowers group that I am a part of, and someone is just now recently going through the early stages, and they said something that very much resonated with me. So I reached out to them, and then they reached back out to me, and I just wanted to respond real quick before coffee time started. So it was like a little bit of chaos. I didn't get to brush my hair one more time before I came on, but you know what? I don't care. It's all right. We're all good. We're all friends. We're all family. We see each other in our best and in our worst. So, actually, you get to see me. I don't get to see you so much. But anyway, all right. Anyone else pop in that I may not have said good morning to? Just want to make sure that I appreciate and adore all of you, and I just look so forward to Monday mornings for our coffee time. Debbie, you popped in. Good morning, King of Miami. Thanks for coming back, my friend. Coral Gables, lovely. So yeah, absolutely. I'm just excited you guys are here. And we have lots of stuff going on. We have hopefully a fun one. We talked last week that we wanted to make this all about Thanksgiving and all about just kind of just feeling loved and hugged and all things comfy cozy. So hopefully, thank you, Pam. Uh, Thank you, Pam. She says you look beautiful, Amy. Oh, Molly just decided to come join us again. But thank you, thank you, thank you. But yeah, today is going to be a more focused on family and Thanksgiving and warm fuzzies and all those types of things. So with that, let's get started. And I'm going to really hope that everything works because Allie has to jump out early today because she has an appointment, I think a dentist appointment. So just everyone just send the mojo that buttons get pushed and they go. So ready? Let's go. Okay, so our brewing topics today, gratitude reflections, some holiday gift ideas, and then this or that. It's poll time, but now Eric would do the legitimate poll. We all know we've been there. We have done the whole tournament. Do you remember when he did the Disney characters tournament? Oh my gosh, how much fun and how much work was that for him? And then we did other types of polls. I'm not that snazzy, folks. I'm way more just can I push the button and have it work? But we're still going to do a poll. It'll be fun. It'll be fun conversation. So I can't wait to hear what you guys say. And I love going back and looking through your little chats over here and things that were kind of going on while I wasn't looking. For instance, welcome back to Sydney and Valencio. They were on their cruise, if you remember. In fact, it's funny because on Facebook, I think I saw a photo that they were back or some pictures or something, and here they are, or at least at least Sydney is. But good morning. I'm glad that they're back. Yeah, Pam says I love the tournament so much. I know that was fun. And just as a reminder, for any of you that were not with us or watching us during the Disney character, ultimately it was in conjunction with like the Sweet 16, the basketball tournament that was going on is when Eric kind of did this. But in case you did not know, and this was not inside, pulling of strings, the winner was, if you guys remember, Winnie the Pooh. Yes, my heart. Where's my Winnie the Pooh thing? I have it in here somewhere. I don't know where it is. My office is a disaster, guys. It is. We need an Amy office intervention. We need like one of those HGTV shows to come in and fix it up because it is just cuckoo crazy. Sydney says, "Oh, good. Glad you saw the pics. Thanks for the welcome back." Of course, Sydney. You're like, you're one of the originals. I want to say the OG because I don't even really know what that means. But anyway, you're original. You're one of our people. Anyway, okay, so let's move ourselves on to the very first part, which is because it is Thanksgiving, the gratitude reflection. So I just wrote a little something. I will read it if I can read it. It's a little bit, I should have probably not put the leaves going behind it, but this is to you. This is to all of my clients. There's a lot of people don't watch Coffee Time or they watch it later on. But there's a gazillion clients out there, people, past, present, future. That I just want to say as Thanksgiving approaches, I find myself reflecting on how much I am thankful for. And each of you is at the very top of that list. This past year has been the most difficult time of my life since losing Eric. And the journey through grief has been filled with moments of the deepest sorrow and unexpected gratitude. And through all of it, you guys have been there. From your kind messages, seriously, I get text messages all the time. You guys are amazing. From your kind messages, thoughtful calls, and words of encouragement to your patience, understanding, and continued trust in me, you have lifted me in ways that I can never fully express. Your support has been a reminder that Heart and Home Orlando is more than just a business. It is a family, and that has always been my hope. And so thank you for making that wish come true for me. Even in a season of change and healing, I've been blessed to stay busy helping people find their homes and sell their homes. And that's because of you. Your loyalty and friendship has been a steady light during this very dark time. And I am endlessly thankful. And that's true. This Thanksgiving, while Eric's seat will be empty, my heart is full. Grief and gratitude have walked hand in hand this year. But both remind me how deeply
I have been loved and supported, and I thank you for being such a special part of my life and my journey. Wishing you and your loved ones a warm, peaceful, and joy-filled Thanksgiving. With love, me.
Okay, I get it. Wow. I mean, I started out early with the tears. Dadgummit. Do you guys? Okay, seriously. Do you guys have an inside like poll of going? Okay, how long is it gonna take for her to cry today? Do you have that going on behind you? Do you like have a little tally sheet of like, okay, she didn't get through the first 5 minutes, or she got through the whole thing? Sorry, I'm like not comfortable in this chair. Can I just tell you? Okay, I have to do this because I have to get my mind on something else. Okay. So this office furniture, not what's behind me, although that's not cheap stuff too, but the desk that I'm on, I absolutely love. I bought it from Haverty's, and this has been my office ever since we moved into the previous home that you guys were with me, the massive pool and all that stuff that I sold. I love this desk very, very much. I love everything about it. And I bought the super fancy chair that goes with it because it's the same. I don't know if you can see. Oh, there's my thing. See, it's like the same kind of like leather wood thing. Love it. Super expensive. It does not work. The chair does not work. So I'm just saying, just because something is fancy and expensive doesn't mean that it's better than one you could just go buy at Office Max or Staples. So I might just have to go replace the chair. So anyway, so if I look a little wonky or uncomfortable, it's because I am. Anyway, okay, so but yes, back to the Thanksgiving. I am so grateful to all of you, and it's been tough. It will continue to be tough. It's not going to get any easier. I know that it will change form. Everyone always kind of says that you don't get over grief. You don't really get through grief. You just learn how to live around it. So I'm still learning, but I do thank you. And so with that, I'm going to stop talking about it because I can't. I don't want to do that today. This is all about other stuff, other warm, comfy, cozy, fuzzy feelings and love and stuff, and not Amy boohooing yet again. But anyway, I love you guys. Thank you. Okay. Got through that one. Yeah. All right. Let me see what you got going on. All right. Don't start saying you love me. Don't start doing that. Don't start doing it. Okay. Cyber hugs. Thank you, Kim. I'll swing by your house and get real ones. Daryl, I wish your coffee time family could try your turkey and mac and cheese. Oh my God. You're the best, Daryl. I love you. Melody. Love you, girl. I appreciate you, and coffee time makes me dream a dream. Oh, don't stop it. You guys have to stop. Like, seriously, whoo. King of Miami is going to go. I don't know what I just found, but this is like some hot mess happening over here. All right. Anyway, love you guys. Let's go on to the second brewing topic, which was, what was the second brewing topic? Oh, holiday gift ideas. Okay. So I'm really excited about this. So first of all, I am not one of those 50 bazillion trillion like influencers out there. I don't have my TikToks trying to sell the products. I don't know how to do that. But what I do know are that I have stumbled across over the past few years some really good and practical and smart kind of gift ideas that I think those that have received that gift from me, family and friends, have also enjoyed it. Some of them I have also then bought for myself because I was like, I really like that. Do you ever do that? Do you? Fess up. You're out there shopping and it's a buy one, get one, or buy one, get half off. And do you buy the gift for your other person, whoever your friend or family member is? And then you're like, I like that too. So I buy one for myself. I do that every once in a while. But remember, I'm a creature of habit. So I have like the same thing in like 10 different colors because if I like it, then I like it. Anyway, so these are gift ideas. These are just things. If you're out there and you're looking and you're like, I just don't know how many of you are actually going out to the stores shopping. I will tell you. I have probably contributed to some of the brick and mortar businesses. It's like, it's just easier to order it on Amazon, or it's just easier to order it online. It saves me time. And shopping is not fun like it used to be. Guys, I don't know if it was me, if I was a different person when my kids were little, if the world was a different place, which we know the world was a different place. It's always a different place. It's ever changing. But it used to be fun. Like I used to get so excited to go Christmas shopping and to be in the stores and to see all of the lights and the decorations. And it's been more stressful. It's just been more stressful over these past several years. And it just doesn't have the same vibe. And I'll be honest, some of it is because in Florida, you don't get the opportunity to walk around with a scarf and a jacket and boots and coffee in your hand. And I mean, you can do that. It's just a little hot, but so maybe it's just the atmosphere is not the same. But anyway, I have found a lot of things online, some of them in store, some of them handmade, which you will see. So here are a few gift ideas that I like. I don't get anything for them. I'm just showing you what I like. So here you go. Here's a couple of them. And then Pam says, I do that. Love me a BOGO. Pam, we should go shopping. First of all, Pam, wait. Can you imagine Pam and I going shopping and it's a BOGO and she likes it and I like it and we just buy one, get one for each other, but we never get the gift? Sorry, that just tickled me. King of Miami, do not think that at all, Amy. You're dealing with so much and still taking time to interact with your heart and home family. Happy to be a new member and hoping to meet you in Orlando. Yes, sir. Thank you. Okay, good. So don't go away. Don't go away. All right, let's move on. Oh, wait. Well, a couple more. Gary says, I feel shopping feels less magical. Maybe it's because I'm old. You know what, Gary? Me too, my friend. Maybe I'm just tired. Melody, I'm the worst shopper for myself and others. It doesn't jump out and scream at me, I'm lost. Okay, well, on that note, my sweet Melody. Oh, sweet Melody. Oh, that's a great. I'm going to call you Sweet Melody from now on. Okay, so here's a few gift ideas I have purchased, I have used. They are tried and true, and I'll tell you why I like them. You don't have to like them, but if you're looking, maybe you will engage and order some. All right, so here they are. The first one is Bombas gripper slippers. Not so much the Bombas, the slippers or the socks. Those are all fantastic too. It is specifically the gripper slipper. Now, the reason I got these was I got them from my mom. That's how I got these. And by the way, they're about $50. They're not super cheap, but they do have them on sales all the time. So you just kind of have to wait. They have them in different colors, solid colors. Then you can see that the first one on the left kind of has its Christmas vibe. I bought those for myself. Again, it was it was probably a buy one, get one half off or something. So I bought another set for my mom. So my mom lives in a 2-story home and her bedroom is upstairs. My mother is still with it, but body can be a challenge sometimes. And so going upstairs to bed, or just to go upstairs in general, can be a challenge. And I have often worried about her going up and down the stairs. And there's no carpet on the stairs. They're wooden stairs. And I just worry about it so much. She's also in Virginia, so it does get chilly. And so I was trying to find, this has been a few years ago, by the way, that I got her these. And I'm just so hooked on them. Now I have the rest of my family hooked on them. But they are thicker, warm socks, and they're not tight around the ankle, but they fit around the ankle. So if you've ever had slippers and you're trying to go up and down stairs and they kind of flip off your heel, well, that's adding more danger to the process of trying to walk up and down stairs. So the gripper slippers are a really perfect version of a slipper sock. It's not tight around the ankle, but it fits around the ankle. So it is the only thing. My mom apparently loved them. My sister Jennifer had mentioned, because she's with her all the time, and she's like, she does not want to take those off her feet. Those are perfect for her. She goes up and down, and they have the gripper on the bottom, obviously. So she has traction going up and down the stairs. They are not cumbersome. They're not too big, and they don't flip up like a little elf shoe that you trip over. Literally, they are perfect. So if you were looking for you or yourself, family member, they come in men's as well. The gripper slipper from Bombas is fantastic. Also, Bombas is one of those companies where when you buy one, they donate one. So it also is a little bit of a give back to those who could use some assistance and some help. So Bombas, that's a really good one. Gripper slippers. All right. Oh, I didn't bring my Java sock. Oh, darn it. Okay. I have 85 billion. The second one where it says socket.com. These are, I wish I had somebody here that could grab it out of the pantry. I'm so sorry. But I have like every version of this. I get the tall ones. I keep them in my car. I keep them in my pantry. I keep them if I'm like going out and I've got like a my computer bag, or if I'm traveling, I shove them in there. Basically, I get the large ones because my large Diet Coke addiction to McDonald's large Diet Cokes. I take that and you stick it in there. It is a foamy type, not foam, it's a cloth. Anyway, it's a really good insulated sleeve, but it like has a bottom on it, so you can stick it right on in, and it keeps your drinks cold, but more importantly, it keeps the condensation from kind of dripping down and ruining furniture and just leaving a mess behind. I take them when I'm working. If I have to go into a meeting and I sit it on a desk, I haven't messed up their thing. If I take it into a closing, yes, those of you that have been with me to closings where I have my large Diet Coke, I know it's a problem. But those are fantastic. They come in all sorts of sizes. So if you're like, oh, well, I go to Starbucks and I get like the smaller one, they have them in different sizes. They have sleeves. They now have them to fit the tall, skinny cans as well. So anyway, so that's a really good one. And I keep getting notifications. I think Socket is having a sale right now too, but those are great stocking stuffers, or a great like teacher gift with a gift card or something. Those are really good. Okay. The other one, why did I not bring these in here? Oh my God, I'm such an idiot. I have like all this stuff. I needed to bring it to you. Okay, that's fine. The travel scarf from Zest Organics. Okay, this is something that I got again a few years ago. I bought one. This one I actually bought for myself originally. Because I was getting ready to travel, and I was like, well, I don't like heavy coats when I'm on a plane, but I do get cold. So this was perfect. They have them in all sorts of colors and patterns, like with stripes, color blocking kind of. But they're perfect. They fold up. There's a little bag that you can put it in so it doesn't get dirty and disgusting. You can fold it up, put it in the little bag with a snap, throw it in your carry-on, and then if you need it, you can open it up and you can put it on. You can wear it like she does. No, I will tell you, I've never looked like she does wearing any type of a scarf. I'm not fabulous like that, and I've not been posed or like, whatever. But that is gorgeous. So you can wear it as a scarf multiple different ways. You can use it as a blanket if you're traveling. It is so smart. Those also probably run about $50-ish. But Zest Organic, same thing. Sometimes there's a BOGO on those, or buy one, get one half off or something. Those are really good. So if you travel a lot, or if you're just a person like me and you get chilly because we're old, I don't know why. Even in Florida sometimes, probably because the AC is always cranking. That's probably why. Anyway, so the travel scarf, Zest Organics. All right. Now the bottom left-hand corner, if you guys remember, my sister Jennifer does these. Now you can go to Etsy, and there's a lot of different people that do the wine charms, but obviously I'm partial to my sister because I know that she handmade them with love. She has been doing these wine charms now, and she sells them on Etsy. She's got Christmas ones. This year's Christmas ones, I think she sold out of the traditional looking Christmas ones, and now she's got like the funny kind of snarky Christmas charms, which are just kind of funny. But what I showed you was a picture of the board game ones. So this is a fantastic gift for honestly anyone. If you've got anyone that does wine parties, if you have book clubs and maybe you have wine when you're having your book club, teachers, yourself, hostess gifts, things like that. They are a great gift to kind of have on standby, and they don't take up a lot of room, and they get used. That's, I think, my biggest thing is like sometimes you get things and they take up space. This is fantastic. They come in these cute little pouches, and then you just take the little pouch, fits in a drawer. You can put it in your wine cabinet. She has them for all different, just a plethora of subjects. Obviously, you've got Thanksgiving ones. Obviously, you've got Christmas ones. There's Halloween ones. So, of course, all of the holidays are included. But she's become really creative, and there's like a whole nurses one. So if there's a nurse in your family, it's a great idea. There's a nurses one. Again, this one is board games. I will say that we were the inspiration for that because we're a very big board game family. But there's board game ones. There's she even did a race car one for my older brother. Likes race cars. He doesn't race cars, but and my dad did too. They would watch the races. So there's like race car ones. There's like handyman ones. I know you're like, why would a handyman be drinking wine? Let me tell you, I bought those and I've given them to builders before. They love them because it's thoughtful and it's personalized to some extent. It's like you thought of them. So anyway, so hers is. It's DNCNATSEA, Dancing at Sea, because she used to be a performer on the QE2 a gazillion years ago. She was also a dancer singer, and and my little sister. But anyway, so Dancing at Sea. So if you're so inclined, you can go and see what she's got available. Honestly, I don't know what her inventory is like at the moment. She's been doing really well with that. But I love her creativity, and I told her that I would just love to sit with her and create those charms. That would just be like heaven to me, just to sit and do something. I miss being able to sit and be crafty, and just I miss it. You have no idea how much. All right, moving on. So the one in the middle, this is I bought this, I don't know, 5 years ago. It was a random pickup at Target. It's called Wingspan. If you are a board game family, or if you like board games with a couple of friends, maybe you, instead of having book club, you have board game night with some friends. I know my older son does that. This game is amazing, and the cards are gorgeous. It's called Wingspan. I cannot tell you how much fun it is to play. It is a little bit difficult to learn the first time. So they actually give you, in the big box, the big one that's in the back, the other two were like expansion packs, because you can have like water birds. That's a whole different Arctic birds that are in the Arctic and stuff like that. So anyway, lots of expansion packs to keep you going and kind of create new cards to look at. The artwork is gorgeous, but in the initial original pack, they give you basically a mock version of how to play it so that you can learn how. But oh my gosh, when you know how to play it, it is so stinking fun. It is so much fun. And I even went in, because there's like eggs and things that you have. It's really fun. Oh my gosh, I want to play some board games. I miss my old life. Anyway, but if you go on Etsy as well, there's a lot of people out there that are making, they like with 3D printers and stuff, they're making like the nests to hold the pieces, or they're making their own version of like the berries and the fish and the little pieces that you need within the game. So anyway, super fun. When you decide you want to play it, my only advice to you is, when you want to play it, do it with some time on your hands and some patience in your heart, so that you can go through, or go ahead and watch. I'm sure there are YouTube videos about people teaching you how to play it, because you can find anything on YouTube now. Even like this old lady talking on coffee time every Monday morning. Anyway, Wingspan, highly recommend. And then the last thing, dudes, I've not forgotten about you. Not that you wouldn't also like Bombas, because they exist, and not because you wouldn't like the Java socks, because you would. The sockets are awesome. And you can have a travel scarf. There's no rule that says you can't have a travel scarf. And there's no reason that you can't have some wine charms, and there's no reason you can't play a board game. But if you're a dude, and actually I have, again, one of these for me. This is a portable air compressor. This was a gift idea because my son-in-law was fixing all of our tires, and his was, I can't remember now what was wrong with it. I think it was really old, and it kind of wasn't working. It was being temperamental, and it just kind of gave me a gift idea for him. And then it just, you know how you have your jumper cables in your car? So this is kind of one of those things where it's not super fun and exciting. It's not like it's a piece of bling that you get to wear and feel special in it, but it is something that is really practical. So if you're going to go the route of practical this year, that's one of those things. A lot of people don't buy that kind of stuff for themselves. They don't think about it until they need it. So I'm thinking about it now, because one day you'll need it. So this is a way you can fill up your tires with air wherever you are. You don't have to frantically ride on a flat for your nearest, gas station to inflate it. So anyway, but there you go. So those are my gift ideas. The end. Haha. All right. So, okay. So hold on. I gotta go see what you guys are saying. La, 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 la. Okay. So I just want to see what you guys were going over. La 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 la. Elizabeth says she needs more Bombas. I love them. And they do. Yes, I know, Elizabeth, they do have toddler ones. Let's see. Pam says, my son and his family has these. They are great. Very good. And then Elizabeth says she's not lying. She has every single one of them. Hey, now I do. I really do. I have all of them. My son and his family have Bomba slippers. They are great. Sydney, so true. Don't like heavy coats on a plane, but need my neck and shoulders covered. Me too. I also need my legs covered because I don't know why, but I get so cold on the plane. Even, it doesn't matter. It could be spring, summer, winter, fall. I am always cold on the plane. Elizabeth talking about the sockets. They're even great for mugs. You can put them on the handle and add some fun. Oh, for the wine charms. Yes, you're exactly right. You are exactly right. Yeah, Jennifer, my sister, she actually was really cute. She got these like little suction cup things that would hold the charm. And she says, because I know you guys aren't drinkers really in the family, for the wine. But we drink other stuff out of the glasses. And then and then Elizabeth says he carries it everywhere. He uses it to fix everyone's tires, even Amy's when she needs it. Hey, yes, he does. And then Melody says she made a list. Thank you. Well, you guys are welcome. Again, those are just some things that, and maybe I'll do some more next week. But every time I think of shopping, I always gravitate to some of the same things that I've just that I think are good and smart ones. And I don't know what your budget is for family or friends, and that's a you thing, but those are all $50 or under. I mean, some of them are, I think the charms are like what, $20, $25 maybe. The scarf type thing, again, when they're buy one, get one, those end up being like $75 for two. So it just, anyway, just amongst yourselves, if you need that, there's a few gift ideas for you. Okay. So are you ready to go to the fun part? Are you ready? Okay. So grab your coffee and let's go, or whatever you're drinking this morning. Let's go to our version of a poll. It's not a poll, and don't get ahead of me. We're going to go through these one by one. In fact, I think I might have a new segment called This or That. We might be doing more real estate related. Today, it's all about fun and holidays. So, all right, this or that. Okay, so here we are. Topic for conversation. Are your fingers ready? Go ahead. Get yourselves ready. I need your answers, please. So this or that. Stuffing inside or outside of the turkey? Do you stuff your turkey or do you have the stuffing in a casserole dish? Okay, go ahead. Tell me what you got. I did it one time inside the turkey early on. Yeah, it was early on in our marriage because his mom had done it that way. My family had never done it that way that I can recall. They may have when I was little, I just don't remember. But I always saw that the stuffing or the dressing was in a casserole dish. But I did do it once early on for Eric because that's the way his mom did it. I liked it fine, but something about it just kind of grosses me out a little bit. So no offense for those of you that love it. I do the stuffing in a casserole dish. Ooh, look at this. Out. Oh my God, I love it. Look at everybody. Oh my gosh. Outside, stuffing outside. Okay. Oh, okay. This is a good one. Kim, outside because my daughter has celiac disease. Good morning, UWU. Good morning. Hello from Texas. All right. Well, you're joining in. We are doing our this or that. Okay. So it looks like as of right now, most of us do our stuffing or our dressing outside of the turkey in a casserole dish. Okay. Ready? This is controversy now. Real or artificial tree? I have to say done both, but artificial tree for me is just much better. It's much easier. I won't say it's much better. There's nothing like a real tree and the real pine. And when our kids were little, we did a lot of real trees. It was just the continuing to water them, the pine needles that would eventually fall off, the sap that was sticky, having to light the tree yourself. And now that just artificial ones are so beautiful and the lights are so in depth, and I really like that. But I will tell you, even as a little kid, we had an artificial tree, but it didn't have lights on it. And that was also part of the fun, was even putting the lights on even the artificial tree. So I will say I'm an artificial tree. Oh, we're definitely going to have, this is definitely going to be interesting. Real when younger, but now artificial, pre-lit. Yes. Pre-lit, Jane, of course. At my age, artificial. Yes. Kim, girl, I'm with you. Iris, artificial. King of Miami, artificial. Hate killing trees for such a short time, even with the beautiful smell. I agree. King of Miami. Yes, agreed. I have to tell you that my heart hurts when I see those straggle trees like Christmas Eve that are just still sitting there. And I'm like, they just got cut down for nothing. And they're just sitting there and nobody's going to make them all beautiful and give them love. And it hurts my heart. So we'll just do the artificial one for us. All right. Pumpkin or apple pie. Now I know my mother daughter's going, what about the pecan pie? Well, I'm just saying pumpkin or apple. What's your favorite? Do you cook both? I cook both. Well, I bake both from the frozen state in which I buy them. I have made them before. Used to make apple pies a lot. I used to have the Pampered Chef apple peeler corer slicer little thingy that you would crank around, and I used to make the apple pies, but it was just too much work. The other ones, I usually get the pies and then I bake them the day before, and then that way they're ready. But anyway, so pumpkin or apple? Pumpkin or apple? Where are we with those? Ooh, okay. Apple. Oh, here we go. We're like pumpkin, apple. Pumpkin, I know. Elizabeth said pumpkin, not listed pecan. I know. Pumpkin, apple, apple, pumpkin, apple, 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 apple. Oh, pumpkin. So I love it. So we really are. You definitely, have both, but pumpkin is my favorite. I like pumpkin pie. I can't eat a lot of it though. I can eat a whole slice of apple pie. And I mean, when you just put it with the vanilla ice cream, it just kind of melts and it's all been, it's amazing. But pumpkin pie, I can only have like a small sliver. I can't do a full thing. And I don't know why. I don't know if it's too much of the flavor or if it's just too thick. I don't know, but there's just something about it that I can't eat a whole big massive piece of pumpkin pie. Yes. All right. Good. I love it. You guys are awesome. Okay, moving on. White or multicolor lights? Ooh. This one. Oh, I know. And I know, by the way, if you do have artificial trees, for those of us that have gone through artificial trees, if you have the artificial tree, you probably have them pre-lit, and it probably has a little fancy schmancy thing where you can have solid white, solid color, or blinking white or blinking color, or fading or twinkle or rotating between them. They can do all these fancy things now. But if you had your druthers, what would you do? Would you have white lights or would you have the multicolor lights? I can tell you that my dad, 100%, he was all about the color lights, always having the multicolor lights. We used to drive as a kid. He just loved to drive and see the, I think we talked about this last week or maybe the week before, the people's decorations and their Christmas trees and things like that in the front of their house, whether they decorated their yard. Again, guys, this is way before the cuckoo world with all of these massive, like, do you remember? Okay, first of all, have you ever, of course you have, you're my Heart and Home Orlando people. Have you ever been to MGM Studios, Disney Studios, when you had the Osborne Christmas lights? Oh my gosh, I was so sad that it was gone. But oh my gosh. But people would do that type of an effect in their yard now. But back when I was a kid, it was like you would just go and you would just see just really quaint, modest. Oh, look, they have a snowman on their front porch, the big plastic snowman. Oh my gosh, they have like a cute little Santa over there, in the front yard, and just whatever candles were in the window, and just the blinking of the Christmas lights behind the curtains of their front window. Very, very modest, but so genuinely special. Now it's just like almost like overkill. Anyway, but yeah, so white or multi, let's see what you got. I have both, but I lean towards multi, definitely white, multicolored lights. Who doesn't like pops of color? Yes, of course, I agree, Elizabeth. Depends on the theme, but prefer white. White, says Allie. The multi I only like is when they're the 90s warm toned multicolor. King of Miami, multicolor, but we have lights for our artificial tree. One day we will get colorful ones. Yeah. Kim, I have both, but love the multi. Wilderness, miss those so much. What are we missing? I can't remember what we're missing. Go back and tell me, Wilderness. What are we missing? Love the Osborne lights, right? Oh, I know. You had to go do that. By the way, speaking of that, I just watched the documentary on Ozzy. Fuzzy floating around. I just watched that documentary on Ozzy. So if you have not watched that yet, I mean, I don't know when it came out, but I'm always late to the game for everything. But if you haven't watched it, watch it. Okay, moving on. Garland or icicles or nothing. Actually, I didn't include nothing. We've done all of it, but we have so many ornaments that I just like the way it looks when the ornaments are on the tree and the lights are kind of going behind them. So we kind of did away. But as a kid growing up, we had the little, the foil looking thing that wrapped around the tree. And then my friends had the icicles. So what do? Do you have any of those on your trees? Garland, garland, garland. Love it, love it, love it, love it. We'll keep on going, and you can keep popping in your answers to these as we go, but I know we'll be here all day if I don't move this on a little bit. Yeah, UW says neither. Yeah, that's me too. Garland or icicles. Okay, eggnog, cider, apple cider or hot cocoa. Now I know that gives you three choices, and it should be a this or that, but I had to throw it in there. Eggnog, cider, or hot cocoa. I think those are, I haven't really told you what I do. So stuffing, I do out, artificial tree. I prefer apple. I have to tell you, I kind of like the white lights that twinkle, not that fade, that just kind of twinkle, that just kind of, because it reminds me, I don't know, I like that, soothing to me. I like the colored lights too, but I think I would prefer white. I don't do garland or icicles, neither nor. Eggnog, cider, or hot cocoa. Eggnog at Christmas Eve when we toast for my dad, which I don't know. I guess we'll do that this year. I don't know. Cider. We don't really do a lot of apple cider because I don't think anybody in my family likes it, but I like it. And I remember distinctly going to Bayville Farms Dairy Store. They're off of Shore Drive and Bay Lake Road in Virginia Beach, Virginia, close to where I grew up, right down the street. They had a fall festival once, and I remember literally bobbing for apples, literally face down and opening up, bobbing for apples. Can you imagine what a germ pool that was? But we did it. I mean, that was the time. But I remember at that little fall, it wasn't even a festival, but I guess it was a little fall festival there at Bayville Farms Dairy Store. We had apple cider, and that was the first time I had apple cider. So I have a very fond memory of it. And I do like hot apple cider, but I don't ever make it because I don't think my kids like it. So anyway, and Pam says, I remember you saying, Amy, that you make a big crock pot of hot cocoa. Yes, ma'am, I do. Wow. You've been around a while. You remember that. Yes, I do. And again, same thing. It's I don't know how everything is different this year. And it's not just because Eric passed away. I mean, obviously that is the biggest, the biggest. But just everything is going to be a little bit different this year. We're not going to have all of us together at Thanksgiving. We will at Christmas. But even when we're at Christmas, it used to be that we would all stay and I'd have the kids in the house all for several days in a row. But now we're not quite in a position to do that. So I don't know. But yeah, man, I'm going to make my crock pot of hot cocoa. And if you're here, then lucky you. If not, maybe I'll give you that recipe next week. Anyway, all right, moving on. Gingerbread or sugar cookies? And yes, I know there's other kinds of cookies out there. I'm just saying. Gingerbread or sugar cookies? I would prefer sugar cookies, but I like gingerbread cookies. Same thing with the pumpkin pie. I just can't have too many of them. I won't make a bunch of gingerbread cookies, but if I were to store, I'll buy one. Or if someone gives me one, or if I have a choice of them in front of me, I will take a gingerbread cookie over a sugar cookie. But if I'm going to make them and there's going to be quite a few of them, it's going to be a sugar cookie because it satisfies the masses. Oh my gosh, though, look at this. Look at all of your gingerbreads. I love it. Pam and John, both of, oh, whoa, wait, there's division in the house. Pam and John. Pam likes gingerbread. John likes sugar cookies, so I'm guessing you make both. Melody, gingerbread. Elizabeth, sugar. Jane, gingerbread. Fred, sugar. King of Miami, gingerbread. Kim, sugar. Wilderness, sugar. UW, both. See, you just want to make everybody happy. Sydney, dadgummit, I knew you were going to say that. I actually didn't include shortbread cookies in there, but girl, I can eat a 10 of those. I literally will buy the blue tin of the shortbread cookies. Those just kind of stay on my nightstand. They don't really go anywhere. Those just kind of stay there. All right, let's keep moving on. Ham or turkey? Obviously, Thanksgiving is more traditionally turkey, but do you do both? Do you prefer one over the other? And do you do turkey at Thanksgiving, ham at Christmas? Like, what's your vibe on the ham and turkey? I'm a big fan of both. I have both, but I actually had to stop myself again. I'm having a real identity crisis with where I am in life and continuing to think and feel that I need to have the pantry and everything stocked for the family that no longer lives with me. It is really difficult. So, I have a turkey and I have a ham, and I'm like, well, I don't need to make both because there's not going to be. And I bought a big turkey again. I don't need a big turkey this year. Why do I need a big turkey this year? We're not all going to be together at Thanksgiving, so I don't need all of that. So yeah, I'm struggling, guys. I need help. Anyway, all right. So, King of Miami, turkey, have gout, so no red meat or pork anymore. Turkey at Thanksgiving, ham at Christmas. Fred, me too. Although Eric really liked the turkey, so it's been our tradition. I cook it twice. But I don't know. I don't know. It is so hard. UWU chicken breast and thanks grilling. Oh, I love it. Kim, I do turkey, ham and prime rib. Ooh, prime rib. We're all going to Kim's house for Christmas. Love it. Okay. All right. Continuing on leftover. Ooh, okay. This is good. So, and you know what? One of the things oh my gosh, we're taking so much time, but this is fun. Okay. So one of the things, I don't have this or that, but I'm going to say it right now real quick because it's not on my list. Do you do Thanksgiving lunch or Thanksgiving dinner? Or do you do like a dinner? But if you do a lunch, I said this is kind of what we do. We do more of a lunch because we love the leftovers. And I like to keep my family together for as long as I possibly can. So if we do a lunch, then usually we'll have lunch. We play board games, we watch the kids, we do whatever. And then we can have dinner together before everybody kind of goes home on Thanksgiving night. We also usually decorate our tree on Thanksgiving, rather, after, usually we do it the Friday after, but I don't know what we're doing this year. I just don't know. Anyway, do you do lunch or dinner? This next one is, do you do a leftover plate or a sandwich? And this really references if you did lunch for dinner or for the next day. I guess we could just do it for your next meal. Do you make a sandwich or do you redo a whole plate just like you did at Thanksgiving? Do you like put all the leftover fixings on a plate or do you make a sandwich out of it? So, oh my gosh, you guys, this is fun. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Yes, Geraint. First of all, Geraint, hello. And he says turkey with Italian stuffing. And then Sydney, then Jane said, ooh, what is Italian stuffing? So, I think you need to like share some of these. I love it. Okay. So yeah, so lunch or dinner, and then do you do a plate or do you do sandwiches? I usually like the sandwiches. I think that's why I like to get the big turkeys because I like all the leftover turkey slices for sandwiches. And when Eric would carve the turkey, he was so good. He would set aside like, this is for dinner. And then these are all sandwich version. And then all of the little scraps would be like a soup version or something. So he had it kind of divvied out there. But Fred says, plate, we got to clear the fridge. Lunch, leftovers on a plate. And then same day plate, next day turkey sandwich with cranberry. Ooh, Melody, that sounds good too. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, sweet potatoes. Do you do yams, like candied yams, or do you do like a sweet potato casserole? We talked about this one, I think, last year too. I grew up with the candied yams, right? The yams cut and the brown sugar and the marshmallows. That's the way I grew up. That's the way my grandma made them. That's the way my mom made them. My family doesn't really like sweet potatoes that much. Elizabeth likes them. I don't really know that anybody else really particularly enjoys them, which I think is crazy. How good are sweet potatoes? But I ended up just started doing a casserole because I was like, well, that's just too much work to do that if no one's going to eat it. So I'll just make a smaller sweet potato casserole. And then usually Elizabeth and I are the ones eating them. Allie, I don't know if Allie likes them or not. Allie's usually good. She'll eat pretty much anything. But as far as like I look forward to the sweet potato casserole, but I don't think I'm making it this year because I won't be with Elizabeth. So I don't know that I'm not making it for myself. I'm not worth it. So Daryl says next day, Jen calls it a heart attack sandwich. That's funny. Yeah, pretty much. That's true. Candied yams, says Sydney. Casserole. And then Richard. Good morning, Richard. Says yams with plain butter, no extra sweet. Okay. That actually, it doesn't really need the extra stuff, does it? I mean, it's good, but you don't really need it. All right, moving on. I gotta go fast. Matching PJs or silly shirts. We've also done both of these. Growing up, we never had matching anything. It was just, I mean, I probably had a new nightgown for Christmas. I don't really remember. I do remember my little nightgowns with the little flannel nightgowns with little ruffled sleeves, and you get like all wound up and turned around yourself in the bed, and had like the little lace right here with a little bow. Growing up. Then once the matching pajamas kind of started, I started doing that for our family. I did it for the kids first. The kids always had cute Christmas pajamas. And then it was like, oh, well, we could all get the same matching pajamas. And so then it became matching pajamas. But I've also done the shirts before where we do like last year. No, it was 2 years ago. For even for our hot cocoa day, which was the day after Christmas. I mean, sorry, the day after Thanksgiving. We would all still be together. And then that's when I would do the crock pot of the hot cocoa and we would decorate the Christmas tree. And that year I got all of his different kind of crazy hot cocoa shirts. Again, just for fun. I don't know why. I don't even think we have pictures with them, but I don't know, just trying to make it be memorable. All right, moving on. A classic movie or new release. Aha. So if you are a family and you like to go gather around your TV, make some popcorn, are you going to watch a classic movie like Miracle on 34th Street or any of the classics? Are you going to watch those, or do you prefer to go to I guess you could still go to the movie theater and have a new Christmas movie release, or maybe a newer one as a family. We never really did. We did White Christmas a couple of times, but I don't think the kids really enjoyed it. So, I don't want people to do stuff that they're not having fun with. So we don't really do the movie piece of it, unless there's something really fantastic. But all right, peppermint or pumpkin? We're getting close to the end here, guys. Peppermint or pumpkin? If you had to choose, let's just use coffee as an example. My coffee, which is now cold. Pumpkin flavoring or peppermint flavoring? Now, for me, I'm going to be honest, mine would be peppermint, but not peppermint with chocolate. I don't really like peppermint with chocolate. I like peppermint with white chocolate. Okay. Like those are okay, but I'm not a big chocolate person. It's not that I don't like it. It's just, I don't really enjoy it. So I don't really buy it for myself. Like if I buy Reese cups or things like that, even that's too much chocolate, and that's mostly peanut butter. So anyway, so we're getting some, interesting. Oh, I love it. So we've got Pam says peppermint, King of Miami. Whoop, y'all are going too fast. King of Miami, peppermint, Elizabeth, peppermint. Oh, I thought I was going to be like in the minority here, but it looks like we're all peppermint. Jane, peppermint. Kim, peppermint. Oh, John, pumpkin. Wait, you guys have division in your house, don't you? Kathleen, a classic peppermint. Yes, ma'am. And then Elizabeth says, oh, well, for coffee, it's pumpkin. Okay, well, you can put it wherever you want. Richard, peppermint. Wilderness, pumpkin. Fred, peppermint. Sydney, pumpkin. Elizabeth says, but smell, cocoa is peppermint. Yeah. Neither. Okay. And then Geraint, It's a Wonderful Life, Christmas, classic Christmas film, of course. And then John, vanilla. Wasn't an option, my friend. You guys are so fun. All right. Rolling down here to the very end. Ugly sweater or fancy formal? So let's say two things. You're the one that's hosting a party. Do you want it to be an ugly sweater, or do you want it to be kind of a fancy formal? If you're hosting and if you're going, do you prefer to go to somebody else's house that's doing an ugly sweater or a fancy formal? Do you have a preference either way? The reason I ask is because you hosting, I feel like the vibe is going to be very different between an ugly sweater and a fancy formal. For me, I don't like to get dressed ever anymore. I mean, clearly I get dressed, but it's not fun anymore. It's as full circle on coffee time today. Very, very frustrating trying to get dressed now. It's just a disaster. Kim, girl, yes, ma'am. So ugly sweater, my formal days are over. And that is absolutely, that is me to a T. It's like, like, I don't even know what I'm going to wear. Not that it's formal to Eric's celebration of life, but I don't even know what I'm going to wear to that. Like, I don't have any, I just wear my pajamas. Anyway, all right. Last thing is trees in your house. Now, this may be a really silly question because most of you might be going, Amy, one Christmas tree, of course. Are you 1 to 3 trees or 4 or more? And the reason I ask is I have some former clients of mine are from Mississippi, I believe, originally. And she was actually in a magazine for her Christmas trees in her home. And even here on Coffee Time, we've done little interviews with her. It's been years now. But I don't wonder if they still put them up. Christmas trees everywhere. I mean, I don't even know how many trees. It was beyond the 4 or more. It was a massive amount of Christmas trees, multiple trees in every room. And I just remember thinking to myself, I'm struggling even this year. I'm like, we have 2 up now. I have 2 up. One of them is upstairs in the loft. That one I've already decorated it because it was like just it was kind of the ornaments that were the ornaments that Eric and I started out with, and that were kind of our version of ornaments. And then our family tree is really decorated with all of the kids' ornaments that we've been getting for them year after year. And so we run out of room on that tree. So all the leftovers kind of go to the other tree, which I've decorated. Main tree is not decorated because I need the kids to do that. That tradition I hope will not change, although I'm sure will have to be adapted. But okay, all right. So Florida man, you have 1 Christmas tree. Kim Sokolsky, she has 4 or more. Holy man. Jane says, wow, Kim, I know, right? That's a lot. Well, I think that's exciting. Like, honestly, I think it's really exciting. Sydney says 1 tree in the living room, small tabletop trees and poinsettias and Christmassy table pieces. Of course, you have to have those. And I have a lot of not in here because there's no decoration in here. In the rest of the house, I have a lot of the small little just greenery tree type things that I use just kind of as a backdrop for other things. But as far as Christmas tree, like big, pull it out, big, massive box, snap it up, put it together. I have 2 of them. I have had more in the past, but I didn't need more than 1 this year. But anyway, all right. Oh my goodness, that was so fun. And we kind of need to go, but I'm going to zoom through a couple of things real fast, okay? I'm going to go really fast because it's 10 o'clock and I know you guys got things to do. So let's go to secret. Okay, secret. So Heart and Home is growing. What? Tune in next week for a very special episode of Coffee Time Live. So it also, I believe next week is December 1st. So December 1st is on a Monday. So we'll have coffee time together. And I can tell you all about the Heart and Home is growing. I love that. So a little bit of a teaser there. And now let's go to wishes. All right, so congratulations to Forrest and Caroline. Does that name sound familiar to you? Melinda and Bob, Jim, ... good gracious. And then Blythe and Sarah. All right, so Forrest and Caroline, first of all, that makes me so happy because the picture there is Caroline and buying her first home on her own. What an absolute tremendous joy right there in the St. Augustine area. So super excited about that. Congratulations to them. Melinda and Bob, we have their home going back up on the market. We had their villa listed in Del Webb Oasis. They took it off the market for a little while. We had a lot of competition with the builder at the time, like literally on the same street. There were like 6 of the exact same floor plan that the builder was. It was just very hard to compete with them. So like, let's take it off for a while. Now those have all sold. So we're putting ours back on the market again. So congratulations to them. Jim, oh my gosh. Guys, can you please send all of the good, warm, fuzzy vibes that this home closes? As we have talked several times in our topics real estate related about short sales, Jim has purchased a short sale property. It has been an absolute nightmare. Jim has been the most amazing buyer, the most amazing client. He is on it. He's getting whatever documentation we need. He makes whatever phone calls he needs to make. This is not our side of it. It is the listing side and the seller side of this transaction that has been an absolute I can't even say the word that it is, but it's a bad thing. It's been a disaster. He is supposed to close after multiple. He was supposed to have closed in like the 1st of October. And now we are probably not closing, but he is scheduled to close on the 26th. So please, 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 it would have to be a miracle to get it to close on the 26th, but that's the date. So let's cross our fingers it happens. And then Blythe and Sarah, same thing. They got their home under contract. So we're super duper duper excited about all of this. Seriously, it makes me super happy. All right, scoop, 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 scoop. Okay, now I do not have time to go through this, but this is one of the things that I wanted to share with you. This is my grandmother's chicken tetrazzini recipe. So if you are, okay, it's Monday and you're like, what do I need to make that's going to feed my family until Thanksgiving? It's chicken tetrazzini. It's not a quick and easy one. It takes a little bit of time to put together, as all recipes from yesteryear do. But this was my grandmother's recipe, and we had this quite a bit because it feeds so many people. It's kind of like a lasagna, where like you can make a lasagna and like it feeds a gazillion people. This chicken tetrazzini is one of those recipes, and it's really good. It's you can take a look at it on extra thin or like angel hair pasta, obviously onion, garlic, green peppers in there. Butter, paprika, a lot of the stuff you might already have with you. Cream of mushroom, cream of chicken soup, chicken broth, some fresh mushrooms or canned mushrooms drained, some diced cooked chicken, some cheddar cheese, and some parsley. Anyway, so there's a recipe. I'm not going to go through the whole thing right now, but if you want to come back to this as soon as we're finished with coffee time, this is a fantastic recipe. It's a really good one that you can make tonight, feed your family, have leftovers tomorrow, have leftovers on Wednesday, and then on Thursday when it's Thanksgiving, you can be on to something else. Anyway, just some food for thought right there. I was going to give you a different recipe, but honestly, for whatever reason, that one kind of popped out to me that's a good one to share with you. By the way, I like, who was it that said, first of all, I'm so glad you guys had fun with the this or that. That makes me really happy. I think we're going to do a new segment. So we'll have a new open and everything. That'll be a this or that. Today was fun and holiday themed. We can still do some more of those fun ones. But we can also do some real estate home decor type things too, to kind of give us another fun segment, trying to, Pam says you could do turkey tetrazzini. You can, Pam, you absolutely can. Anyway, so yeah, good stuff. All right, I'm going to keep on going so I can, get us done. Okay, so I actually watched this a little over a week ago, but I saved it for today because I did find this. I don't know. I stumbled on it. I don't know if it was Netflix or Hulu or something, but it's an old-fashioned Thanksgiving with Jacqueline Bisset. It's really sweet. It was just, it's set in a different era, and I really liked it. It was a very classic type of a Thanksgiving. So it's a movie. So, if it's a feel good. So if there's, if you've got some time and you want to make yourself some cider or eggnog or cocoa or coffee with your pumpkin or your peppermint flavor, it's a good one. It was worth the watch. It was a feel good movie. It wasn't suspenseful. It was a feel good movie. So, sometimes we just need to feel good, my friends. All right, I want to do babies. Okay, so here's a couple of updated pictures, and I also have a little video I have to show you because Elizabeth sent it to me this morning, so I wasn't able to drag it into this. But there you have Elsie eating a banana out on their lanai, eating a banana. And there's Easton eating his probably breakfast. Looks like he's got some yogurt and some goldfish crackers and probably some peanut butter toast. I don't know. There's little Easton sitting there. Oh my God, they're just so cute. Okay, so here is, let me see if I can get this going. Hold on. Okay, let's see if I can do this. So this is Elsie, I guess this morning, right, Elizabeth? This is Elsie saying gobble, gobble. So here's Elsie having her breakfast and talking about turkey sounds and gobble, gobble. Are you ready?
What does a turkey say?
What's a turkey say? Oh, no, you want to see Easton. What's a turkey say? Good job.
I mean, I can watch that all day long, over and over again on repeat. That is just joy, 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 joy. Love that. So I love sharing the baby's updates with you guys. But how cute is that? Gobble, 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 gobble. And I love how she calls Easton. We FaceTime a lot, so she likes to see Easton. She didn't get to see him this time. All right, couple things. Cup. Okay, so I'm just doing a little plug. I'm not allowed to say too many things, but I am allowed to say that I'm very proud of you, AK Lem. Alyssa just had a photo shoot. I say recently. It's not been that. I mean, it was a month and a half, 2 months ago, something like that. I can't say exactly why, but she had to have a special photo shoot done. We'll be able to announce things as we get a little bit closer, but I'm just really proud of her. So congratulations and proud of you, AK Lem. So my beautiful older daughter, Elizabeth, also beautiful. I don't have a picture of you, Elizabeth. I'll put it up next time. Anyway, all right, I'm going to zoom through these so that we can be done. I have to show you this. This is a picture actually that Elizabeth sent in. I don't know if you can see it. Those are peacocks in the tree. So where Elizabeth lives in Winter Garden, there are peacocks everywhere in her neighborhood, everywhere, everywhere, everywhere. She always strolls Elsie, and she snapped this picture the other day and said, those are peacocks in the tree. So it looks like anytime you see like the light cream, it looks like the branch has been cut off. That's not a cut off branch. That's a peacock. Peacocks in the tree. Isn't that insane? I just think that is absolutely insane. That's kind of scary. Can you imagine strolling past that tree with all of the with all of the peacocks in the tree? Like, I didn't even know peacocks could get up that high. You would feel like, don't they need to like stay on the ground? But she had said before that they get up on tops of cars and, on tops of the roof so they can get a little bit of air. But anyway, just so funny. And then Elsie says, yes, she calls them bok-boks. Okay, those are bok-boks. But that's an insane. I wish I could zoom in a little bit more so you could see a little bit better, but it was just getting really, really, really distorted. So, okay, I think, my friends, I got everything. Let's do. Yeah, we're gonna be done. I think we could just be done. I think I'll say. Well, I'll do word. We'll do word.
Oh, now come on, Amy, tell me what's the word.
Okay, so today's word is cozy. So I hope that today's coffee time, Thanksgiving edition, all things warm and fuzzy and cozy, was fun. I honestly had a great time with the this and that. I know we didn't have the formal poll like Eric did, but our version worked just fine. All of us old school people, we could just type it in. That's a fine enough poll for me. But the word cozy, let's talk about that for real estate terms as well as holiday. So obviously holiday related, we know what cozy means, right? You want to snuggle up. You want a comfy bed or a great pillow or a really snuggly sofa or an armchair or something where you can just kind of get nestled in, get your blankets, get your pajamas on, whatever comfy clothes are, and just sit and feel warm and hugged and loved and snuggled in and cozy and warm, right? So that's what we think of with cozy. Now, a lot of times when you hear realtors speak of the word cozy, there's two definitions. One of them is what I just described. The home feels like it's giving you a hug. The home feels like it's a warm place to relax and to snuggle up and to feel embraced and just completely at peace and at comfort in your home. The other version of cozy can be that a realtor might use it to indicate that it is small. And I have to tell you, I don't, when I say cozy, I mean it always in the term of, I feel like the room is hugging you. I feel like the vibe is of that space is just warm and welcoming. That to me is what cozy is. But if you do ever hear realtors speak of the word cozy, they could very much mean it the same way I do, or they could be referencing that it is a little bit small. Homes can be small. That's okay. Rooms can be small. That's okay. We don't get to put our expectation of what we feel like a room should be or a home should be on somebody else. And that's one of my biggest pet peeves when people can be negative about a house or an elevation or the interior or the design choices. I mean, it's okay if it's a client and they don't like it because we're looking for something that fits their vibe. But just people in general, people that are out there in the world that are like, well, that's just ugly. I'm like, well, but somebody thought it was beautiful, and they get to do them and be them and do and be and decorate the way that makes them feel happy. So cozy. And so with that, I wish you guys nothing but a wonderful, comfy, cozy Thanksgiving filled with all sorts of love and laughter and family and friends, whether you're doing Thanksgiving or Friendsgiving, whether you're alone or whether you're going to be lost among, dozens and dozens of people that are gathering together. However you tend to celebrate Thanksgiving, just know, back to our brewing topic number 1, how genuinely grateful I am to each and every one of you for being a part of my life. Even if it's just via chat over here to the side, or if you are more involved in my life on a day-to-day basis, if it's just the occasional text message that you send out or the email, or if you're a client that I work with multiple times, or maybe we've already worked together and you've already closed on your home, and for whatever reason you're still sticking around, it helps soothe my heart and it makes me happy. So with that, I want to tell you guys, I really do appreciate you guys. So as always, if you need anything, just give me a call or text me at 407-848-8042. And then I will tell you that with Thanksgiving coming up, please stay safe. Please stay happy and healthy and stay well. And remember that I love you. I really, really, really do. You're not alone in this world. There are people out there that care about you, and I'm one of them. So love you guys. Happy Thanksgiving and happy house hunting. I will see you next week. Very special, exciting episode. And you know what? Plan to stay a little bit longer. Okay, bye. Love you guys. Happy house hunting. Bye.